Well, good morning, my GBN Warriors. How are y'all today? Hope everyone had a good evening. Uh, we had some issues at the house last night, had some plumbing issues and such, so we're kind of tired this morning, but still made it up to the gym, got things going. So today, I want to talk about something I kind of talked about a little bit on Instagram last night. I want to talk about survival. There's a big difference between someone who is raised with love and someone who was raised just trying to survive. I touched a little bit on that, so this might be a little controversial, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. But, if you look at people that are just trying to survive, that's the only thing that's on their mind. It's where their next meal is going to come from, where their rent's going to come from, where their clothing is going to come from. And I think we're seeing more and more of this. The worse the economy gets, and the more people are strapped for cash, you're going to see a lot more people in survival mode. And that creates all kinds of issues. Someone raised in an environment of love versus survival is a completely different person. They perceive things completely differently, and they look at things in a different way. I'm not saying that the people that are in survival mode don't have love in their home, but when you're just worried about whether you're going to eat or not, makes it a big difference. You're not going to be working on your relationships as much. You're going to be dealing with the little stuff as much either. So when you look at the inner cities and you see all these people that are struggling and having problems and wind up getting in trouble with the law, I don't necessarily blame them because they're just trying to survive. I think that we see a lot of people using the terms white privilege and things like that, and I'm not negating that at all. I think there's something to that, but I also think that when you're looking at survival, that's a different story. And I think that, someone like me that grew up in a small town and not an inner city distinctly had a privilege over people they were grown up in an inner city that only had one parent and were left on their own devices and had to do anything they needed to do to survive. I think that makes a huge difference in their outcomes as adults and the way they make their own decisions and things like that. So once again, I'm going to say the things that I think are the most important. If you give people love and grace over what they do, I think that that will make our world a much better place. So once again, love and grace today. And just remember that not everybody knows what everybody else is having to live through. Your coworker might be just in survival mode. So give them some grace if they're a little short with you or hostile or things like that. So love like it's your last day. Live your passion. Thanks for listening.